Newby and the Round Mountain Boys.
Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. There's Siberian fair and sleeping wine and girl loves on the other side. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the moon. Tell me the now, sit hope I so. Come here, Daddy, Lord, I need you so. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. If you know I'd be just a out of my tree, stay out of my heart, just let my peaches be. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. East Cape Road. I'm going to that East Cape Road. I'm going to that east, I'm going to the west. I'm going where my honey loves me best. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Your nose is slow and do what I know, so roll on, buddy, roll on. Ah, come on. Sunny Tennessee, and my home's in sunny Tennessee. In Tennessee, that's where I long to be. Away down in sunny Tennessee. Roll on, buddy, roll home. Roll on, buddy, roll home. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll home. Sunny Tennessee, and my gal is sunny Tennessee. In Tennessee, that's where I long to be. Way down in sunny Tennessee. Roll on, buddy, roll home. Roll on, buddy, roll home. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll home. Thank you so much. We're the Round Mountain Boys. folks, we're glad to be here at Grapevine Opry tonight. These boys does a fine job on an instrumental called the old Pike County Breakdown. Let's hear it. We heard these songs sang while we were out of state, and so we put one together about Oklahoma called When It's Springtime in Oklahoma, I'll Be There. The moon is shining on the mountain. Through the pine, the whippoorwill is singing lonely. It's springtime in Oklahoma once again. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be going back to my little mountain home. When the flowers are in bloom 'neath the silvery moon. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be there. There stands the old oak tree where once she loved me, and there's the old brook that's running smooth and clear, and there's the old trail we once walked, and of our love we once talked. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be there. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be going back to my little mountain home. flowers are in bloom 'neath that silvery moon. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be there. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be going back to my little mountain home. When the flowers are in bloom 'neath that silvery moon. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be there. When it's springtime in Oklahoma, I'll be there. We like to do this called Me and Jesus Got Our Own Thing Going. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Now me and Jesus got our own thing going, and we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Well, I knew a man that once was a sinner, and I knew a man that once was a drunk, and I know a man that once was a loser. He went out one day, made an altar from a stump. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Well, me and Jesus got it all worked out. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going, and we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Fancy preaching, and we can't afford no fancy church, and we can't afford no fancy singing. All we need is more people out doing God's work. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Well, me and Jesus got it all worked out. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going, and we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. One more time. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. Well, me and Jesus got it all worked out. Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going, and we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. And we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Cabin in Caroline, let it go, Rob. There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline, and the blue-eyed girl is waiting there for me. I'll be going back someday, and from there I'll never stray, in the cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and the blue-eyed girl down in Caroline. weaken my grip for that long, long trip back to the hills of Caroline. I want to see that blue-eyed girl, she's the sweetest in the world, and the cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and the blue-eyed girl we're down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in the cabin in the hills of Caroline. It's late at night and the moon is shining bright, and the whippoorwill is calling from the hills. I want to tell her of my love, greater than the stars above, how I love her now and you know I always will. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and the blue-eyed girl down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in the cabin in the hills of Caroline. West Virginia, there's a cabin on the hill. I recall that night I fell. Now I'm going back to stay. I can see Mama in the hallway, Papa is sitting on the porch. Old Red is laying there beside him. Home, sweet home is calling me. West Virginia, there's a girl called Robby, where we caught had fun about her, but until the hat to see. I can see Mama in the hallway, Papa is sitting on the porch. Old Red is laying there beside him. Home, sweet home's calling me. to old Virginia to see my mom and papa too. Up there's another who is waiting, and Lord, Lord, I want to see her too. I can see Mama in the hallway, Papa sitting on the porch. Oh, red is laying outside him. Home, sweet home's calling me. I can see Mama in the hallway, Papa sitting on the porch. Oh, red is laying outside him. Home, sweet home's calling me. Home, sweet home's calling me. I would like to do another now. One I put together here some time ago about the great state of Oklahoma. We simply call it Oklahoma. There's a state among the Union that holds its standard high. We have the bluest rivers and our mountains reach the sky. It's the home of Will Rogers and his stories we are told. It's called Oklahoma, land of wood, water, and coal. Oklahoma, the place where I'm longing to be. Place next to heaven to me. You can see our famous Indians in the colors of red and gold. You can see our champion cowboys at the rodeo. You can sing of California and your California gold. But give me Oklahoma, land of wood, water, and coal. Oklahoma, the place where I'm longing to be. Place next to heaven to me. You could sing of old Kentucky and the bluegrass, that is true. You can sing of Smoky Mountains and the colors are so blue. You can sing of California and your California gold. But give me Oklahoma, land of wood, water, and coal. Oklahoma, the place where I'm longing to be. Next to heaven to me. That's the place next to heaven to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to do this especially for our good friend, Mr. Johnny High. I'll tell you what, he said this number hadn't been played tonight, and I can tell you this 15-year-old can strap it on. John, he can do a great job. I'm proud of him on this number. The old Scruggs number. We call this the Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Let's hear it, Rob. right. All right, thank you so much. To say a great big thanks to you for helping us out on our program here in the Grapevine Opry tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed something that the Round Mountain Boys has picked for you. Have you enjoyed my 15-year-old banjo picker here tonight? Have you enjoyed my 16-year-old mandolin picker? How about my 17-year-old guitar picker? How about my 17-year-old bass picker?